The city of Chandler, Arizona has over 250,000 residents, of which 18,000 live in poverty. Of those 18,000, 7,200 are children. This is 11.3% of the population. Only 3.2% of the population is unemployed, which is below the national average of 4.1. 50% of the population is between birth to 34 years old. The reason this is significant is because that's where my family lies. A family of 7, and we lie within that 50% of the population. Last fall, we had an incident where my husband's employer made a mistake in his W-2s. So our insurance was canceled, and the employer refused to correct it, and so we went without insurance. During this time, our oldest was diagnosed with autism by a doctor at the Chandler Care Center, and our second was unofficially diagnosed with ADHD, but due to his good behavior in class, the child's study paperwork would not allow him to be diagnosed as having ADHD because only bad kids have ADHD. In our interview with the doctor and discussion of the social and emotional needs of the developing child, this led to our discussion of Smart Support, a social emotional wellness program that uses online material for teaching aids. I'm familiar with Smart Support because I've used them for 6 years with my private preschool program. So my sons were raised with having social emotional support as part of their daily life. The doctor felt strongly this is one of the most significant reasons that my sons were so well adjusted. What I uncovered was access to quality early education, supportive social and emotional materials is an issue. There's a problem that I can identify with and provide a solution. Early education is often the last consideration, even though supportive funding and these types of programs proves to provide the greatest impact for the children, family, and community. Through further research, I discovered this resource needed a way to expand its availability to the community through an online presence, where those that can impact a child have reliable material. This is an issue that every community experiences, access to social and emotional support. In my interview with Mrs. Druck, a principal at an elementary school in the Chandler district, feels that her focus for the educational, personal, social growth and experiences for the children are enabled by the teachings within the school. An approved social and emotional program that Ms. Druck could offer her teachers as a resource would impact a deeper involvement. The problem in the community that my innovation will address is creating a network of accessibility to services beginning with social and emotional health within the community using public school district boundaries as basis. Using an established communication system allows a stream of networking and aid to follow more easily. The Chandler Unified School District regulates fairness and expectations for all children that reside within the school boundary in the Student Rights and Responsibilities Handbook and regulations. These policies support the child's rights. This is a community concern and issue and can have a global impact if it is supported well enough. There are assumptions that will need to be addressed, whether you are concocting the assumptions, spreading them, or choosing not to extinguish them. We are all participants. The assumption that low-income families choose to live in a situation that consists of a lesser quality of life, education, and access is just an assumption. The families may have been born into a rough socioeconomic or life tragedies may have led them there. Policies are supportive of accessible education to all levels of the economy within the district and city. The community and district have created several avenues to get greater access to those who are in need of services or support. It looks as though educating the mentors and teachers in human empathy has been a focus for the district in increasing the awareness of teachers, aides, and staff. I am connected to the city of Chandler. It is my home school district. 4 of my children attend a Chandler public school. My husband teaches here. Most of my preschoolers will attend their schools. I do have a deep personal and passionate connection to the Chandler district and want to develop a process for successfully attending to the needs and awareness of the children. I feel that by providing a cyber platform that allows educators to network their findings and research services, or at least put a thought out there that can be on behalf of a child, showing early signs of a condition that may not manifest itself for several more semesters, would allow a lineage of behavior that's been seen. I believe that in creating a shareable digital format where each school acts as a central hub, being able to access needed services, evaluations, references, materials, request third-party support, the shareable format would allow teachers, mentors, aides to contribute to the child's development portfolio, creating a deeper picture in the individual child study. I believe that a non-biased platform where parents can access quality information on early education, child development, and research, and receive trainings on uh, specifically related topics would help build a stronger community awareness. Parents can access trainings online that would help them build skills. I feel like by creating a platform of valuable information for the parents that they're able to make more impactful decisions and restraints for their child, their family, and their community. Other innovations that are out there to address this problem are not current to the shareable platform, where there's a universal use, accessibility, and support network. Parents with children with signs of mental and emotional health have major struggles in gaining access to quality care and services. My solution is unique to the shareable platform that enables the user to be able to pursue their interests, discover opportunities, and create a greater access for themselves to a healthier life. This allows common folk to pursue support in areas where they need for research, resources, books, videos, PowerPoints, storyboards, explanations, and support. My peer feedback was specific and helped me to specialize my prototype. The feedback I received from my colleagues was startling and exciting. I was asked to further develop my concept for a mock presentation as if I was presenting to a larger campaign. As a global citizen who has a deeper understanding of what global citizenship is, as a person who makes personal choices in their responsibilities to impact the poverty and education of hardships facing internationally. Just like the global citizenship education aims to empower learners to assume active roles to face and resolve global challenges and to become proactive contributors to a more peaceful, tolerant, inclusive, and secure world. Global Citizenship Education 2017. I feel this ideation could create a stronger support, gravity, and a pull to providing social and emotional and mental health care and awareness. My professional purpose statement is I nurture and support the developing learner through meaningful engagement, reliable routines, trust, empathy, compassion, creativity, friendship, and love. I encourage the young learner by mentoring, guiding, and supporting emotional awareness to the child's individual experiences through reliability, consistency, established processes, and materials. I provide fundamental guidance to their families, caregivers, and teachers. I bring awareness to alternative opportunities and experiences that further support the learning and growth of the child, establishing a space of trust through reliability and consistency, building momentum for self-awareness and emotional health for the young child, building a reputation for quality, accountability, empathy, embracing what you feel and practice. Ashton shared, leave others in no doubt about who you are and what you are here to do, and they'll be more likely to follow your lead. A key component of this is the child's social and emotional well-being. I deeply value the significance of play in a child. I believe in I believe in the child. I value their significance of their play, their individuality, their drive, their potential. As an early education ambassador, a mentor, a teacher, listener, watcher, player, in developing my ideation, I had to really dive deep to the GMO, human-centered design, creative thinking, and embrace the perspective of our end user. This is such an empathetic approach to a thoroughly proactive and creative process. I strongly believe this would be utilized to make an impact. My proposal. I am asking viewers to help support the movement for quality, accessible social, emotional, and mental health. These issues do impact the physical, dental, and medical needs of the children and their families, so they need to draw in as part of the solution. To help support the program, I'm offering your support to help support the program by offering your support in the skills and talents that you may have available to you. If you have the heart to give, then give what you can, knowing it will be carefully used to develop and strengthen the structures and platform of the social, emotional, and mental health of the young child universally. This is a universal challenge drawing on the hearts and talents skills of global community. We can create a we can create a better place for innovation to be taken as human-centered design, allowing creative thinking, empathy to have a prominent place in the pillars of community development. By supporting those who were the first to gather and collect the sticks to start the bonfire, I was recently approached by a colleague who works for a world-renowned charity that is wanting to launch a mental health campaign of some kind for child and an awareness of their mental health needs. They want to strategize with me and immediately launch a version of my website. When this ideation becomes a reality, I will be beautifully changed in knowing that someone who has seen who was seen as having no value, no place to hold, availability, no ability for mental dexterity, with no one that wanted me, only those that were stuck with me. I will have made a drip in the puddle that will ripple to the tidal wave of the oceans. I will be grateful that every child who was told they could not will be told, not yet, but soon. It will come. Thank you.